And we're gonna rotate. And thank you for joining today. If you are watching the replay, definitely fast forward until you see some comments. And the comments should go live 24 hours after load up. Mute that. Okay, this is not a regular scheduled live. It is a Christmas card live because I need to catch up on my Christmas cards. And that looks good over there, so I can hang this up. There we go. So all I'm doing right now to get prepared is I'm making some card bases and some card front panels. One thing about cards, if you want to mass produce, the quickest way is to make everything uniformed. So pick up one size and make sure everything is going to be that size. So today, well, not just today, all of my Christmas cards this year are going to be the lovely 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And I'm doing most of them top fold. You can also cut your paper the other way and do the side fold. But yeah, all of mine, and it only took me like 10 minutes to cut out 12 card bases, score them, and fold them. And now my panels, you just take one sheet of paper and cut it in 2 quarters. 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And so now got myself a nice little stack of papers. I need at least 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yay! Okay. So today, oops, I'm trying to put that where it doesn't belong. Pardon me while I blow my nose. Waiting on my allergy pill to kick in. Took an extra Benadryl today. It's not wanting to work. Hello, Sunday. Thank you for popping in today. Ugh, I gotta get caught up on my Christmas cards. So today, we're gonna use Christmas embossing folders. Now, these are the only ones that I have, but, you know, 4, I can make a ton of cards and have them all look different. Even if I just used one and repeated it, I can make it look oh so different. But I think this one is designed for a bigger card, so we're going to set that one aside. These two are like full backgrounds, and then this one has a little spot in the middle, which I think would be fabulous to do some hot foiling sentiment in. So I'm definitely going to make a couple of panels with this one, because Thursday I'm going to put out the hot foil machine and see how that goes. Woohoo! Okay, so we're going to use these and this and that. And I just need to double check my sandwich. It's been a while since I used my embossing folders. Now, with embossing, you want to use, no, you don't, never mind, I don't know what I was thinking. Okay, so you got your paper, and I'm using, yeah, I'm shocked with all the folders that I have, and I love Christmas, I only have a few. It's weird. And I want to use stencils tomorrow. I had to order Christmas stencils. Who knew I didn't have like decent Christmas stencils? It was weird. But so I'm using accent opaque 65 pound paper, and I'll link that in this description after we're all done. And this paper's not thick. I mean, it's not a very thick paper, so I don't feel like I need to mist it. Misting the thicker papers helps them be pliable. So I'm just going to run that through the Cuddle Bug and see if that is a good sandwich, and it looks fabulous. Now see, we have a little bit of wrinkling here, so I think I will mist my paper because misting will help that not happen. Ooh, look at that. Such a lovely design. All right. Ooh, hi, Sand. Or sorry. Ooh. It is raining here. And when it rains, it makes my allergies act up so bad. Ugh. It's insane. People are opposite because the rain is supposed to settle that pollen to the ground. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry. I'm honking my nose on live YouTube. Okay. So Susie, thank you for joining us today. She says, what's going on? We are making up for a couple of live Christmas cards that I didn't make the last couple of months. And today we're going to use embossing folders. And I picked out 3 that I have, mainly because they're the only ones I have. Yes, and we are definitely going to miss this paper. So I did a test run and it turned out beautiful. And of course, this is not garbage because it's still gorgeous. So what we're going to do is we're going to do another one plain just to, we'll work on this one after. So you just take your squirt bottle a few inches away, like 6 or 7 inches, and just give it a mist. Thick paper, you definitely want to mist both sides. Okay. And again, that just makes it pliable and happy in there because we're putting a lot of pressure on this folder. And if you have the old discontinued Cuttlebug, it's the A and then 2 B's. Send that through. And I think I need to change my mister. But now if we compare, see those wrinkles that we had are now gone. And that is just because we misted the paper. Whew, how exciting. All right, so we'll do that one. We're going to go ahead and do this one a couple of times, plain. Let me switch out bottles because that one is being a spitter. Okay. 1 mist, 2 mist. Set it in there, close her up, send it through the machine. Embossing folders are a surefire, quick way to get cards done. Look at that. Isn't that lovely? Squirt, squirt. I might have over squirted that one, but that's okay. It'll dry. And even with a hand crank, I mean, you can just bust these little guys right out. So we got 2 of those ones, and those are plain. We're going to get 2 of this one. But I'm not going to make cards with this one yet. I'm going to make cards with this on Thursday. Thursday, I'm going to pull out the Glimmer machine, and this is my Accent Opaque 65 pound. It's not very thick because I'm going to be putting them on a card base that is the 120 pound, so I don't really need a ton of weight just on my card panels. Mist and mist. The snowflakes, yeah. This one is a Paper Studio, which I think Paper Studio is Joanne brand. And then these 2 are the Doris. You can probably find these online. From what I understand, the company was bought out and they're not making anything anymore. Okay. Which is sad because I have a lot of their products. I think most of my folders are Doris. Okay. Alright, and we got 2 beautiful of this. And I'm not worried about the edging, okay, because remember, this is 1/4 a sheet of paper, which means it's going to cover the entire front of this, which I don't want. So I have to trim it so that we get a nice little border when we go to put our cards together. Okay, those. Alright, so there's 2 of those, 2 of those, and 2 of those. So that's the easy part. You can send them through. That one's still a little wet. And you've got plain Jane white. It's really elegant. You could use it just like this and then trim it down and put a foil behind that and have a really pretty design. You can take, these are poinsettias, so that means red, right? You can take your ink blenders. And there's a lovely red one right there. Okay, you can use any kind. These are a foam pad. You can use your domed blenders, whatever you have. And I'm just gonna give a little swirl, make sure that's all blended in there, and then I'm going to drag it across the top. I'm not pushing, I'm holding it even so it only catches on the poinsettia. Okay, and you can see I didn't have to go back in to get more color. Nice faded look. Okay, easy peasy. So we can take our ink right over the top. You can take your ink pad, turn it over, grab your little handle, okay, and you can rub it direct to paper. And it's going to give you a different look, okay? It's not as clean. We have some marking in there, but it gives it just a more rustic feel, okay? And of course, the color is more pigmented because you're going straight to paper. Ooh, I had another idea for that one. Let me cut that one. Let me send that one through the machine one more time. And that's what's so lovely, is you get an idea, you're like, oh, I need another one. Easy peasy. Just sandwich it, follow the directions for your machine, and send her on through. If you find that your paper wrinkles too much, even after a mist, try and thin your sandwich, okay? So, the other thing you can do is with a full background like this, okay? And you could tape off so it doesn't accidentally get in there. You could highlight just a couple. Okay. Let me grab a domie, see if maybe we can get a little bit more control with a domer, because the surface area is smaller. Okay. Alright guys, nope, I found it. Woohoo! So we're gonna pick, that was game over, the deep red, so we're gonna go in with a bright red, which is the bee sting. See that? Dome blender, you just get a different look. Pushed a little bit too hard, that's alright. Check that out. And going over just adds to it. I would not throw that away at all. And then we're gonna go more of a pinky. And I know I have another blender because I have a ton of them now. Okay, so now we're gonna go in with more of a pink color. Pinky purple. So you can go in and just add color, and it's still so easy. If you want to do all 10 of your cards exactly the same and you're doing something like this, what you would do is use the one color on all the cards, switch the cards, and then do the next color, switch the cards, and do the next. Assembly line method is one of the quickest way to mass produce. Okay. Let me clean this up here. We're going to scooch those to the side, and let me put that there. I know, I just said I needed to clean up, but I'm gonna take these colors, find my Mr. bottle. Come on, I need you to blow out. There we go. Twist, twist. Okay, so you're doing your project. You've got all this color left on your table. Okay, look at that. Such beautiful ink smooshing. Ugh. Okay, we dry that up. We take our newly pressed paper. Wait a minute. Okay, yeah. Words is the top, and we want to see our pattern in there. Okay. Make our sandwich. So if you ink blended a whole bunch of backgrounds one day and then you go through and emboss them the next day, look what you get. Woohoo! So fabulous. And then you can take your new texture paste, because Simon made such a beautiful color that looks so much like gold. I need one of my foams. Do I not have one? Uh-oh, I need to get more foams. Okay. Yep, I sure do. Okay, so let me use... I'm gonna... Ooh, that one's really dark. The foam ones are really good for the Ranger because they're less expensive and you can toss them away after they get all gross. Let me just try... Let me try a domed blender. See if that'll work. Get the same result. We're gonna pick up some of this golden goodness and I'm just gonna pounce it on this time. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's fabulous. Pounce on some gold. It doesn't have to be perfect. Oh, I wish you guys could see the shimmer. And super quick, super fast panel already done with the shimmer paste. Hello, Melissa. Hello, Dee Dee. How is everybody doing today? So this one was super easy. We did some clean up, you know, because you're working, you're using your colors, you get them all over. You do some ink smooshing to clean up. Run that through the folder and then pounce on some shimmer paste. We'll set that one off to dry. Clean up this little bit. And you can see his shimmer paste, shimmer paste, I am so sorry, Mr. Simon Hurley. The lunar paste in super thin layers dries really quick, but it cleans up even quicker. And I'm going to mist this and roll some of that ink off so that we can use that later. I don't want it all crusty. Okay, so that one was extra easy. So now we have to put these away because we're going to go into our blues. Okay, because we have this lovely, I said put that away. Let's put these away too. Let's grab some blues. Ooh, and purple. Blue and purple is like the cold combo, the magic cold combo. We'll dust this one off because we didn't use it very much. And we'll use that in the blues. Okay. So here we have that lovely swirly snowflake. Ugh, this one is going to look fabulous on pattern paper. Even this, you could easily put that into any pattern paper and then pounce that gold or silver or just a red color over the top of it. It's going to look like you worked hours on it. Okay, so we want a cold blue. Ooh, you know, sidewalk chalk. That is going to be a nice dusty, wintry blue. Okay. And we're going to come in and we're going to add a lot of blue to this. And this technique, you want dark spots. You want it blustery and uneven, like the clouds outside. Okay. Super, super dark in some spots and wispy light in others. And we're not going to worry about the edges because remember, we have to trim this down a little bit. And so now we're going to pop in just a touch of purple. And you can use whatever blender you have. And we're just going to drag the purple, hit and miss. It doesn't have to be perfect. Right over the top. So you have your blue-purple combo on some... Hello, Miss Bonnie. How are ya, my besties? And so we have this lovely purple-blue combo right on... Ugh. How quick was that? That was so easy. It was so easy. Let's do it again. We're going to take our blue. Okay, and we're going to hit and miss and make it dark in some spots. Really saturate that. Get that layered in there. Are you working today, Miss Bonnie? Or let's see, what time is it? It's 2, so it's like, oh, I can't subtract right now. 11-ish. Just got off of work, 13 hours. Ugh. Yeah, Mr. Thomas has been working a lot of 12-hour shifts, and he worked 4 12s last week on top of a 6-day work schedule. And look, I can even yap and get this done. How stinking quick is that? Ugh. And the best part is you've done this, you trim it down. You want a little extra pop, you can back this with glitter, shimmery cardstock, mirrored cardstock, anything you want, and it will add that extra oomph and pop. Oops, don't do that. Just put that on the wrong one. My bad. Okay. Just like so. Ugh. And then we have this little bit of purple. I'm going to clean that up just like I normally would. Add some water. Drag that through. Okay, now this one I'll let dry so that when I get more ink on my table, I can pick that up and then choose one of these beautiful folders to run that through. Okay, now here's the one I want to do, and then I'm going to finish this on Thursday, because some of these folders have an opening where you can put a sentiment. And I have some hot foil dies that say Merry Christmas, so I think that will be super pretty in there. The other thing you can do is, you know that this particular die is 4 1/4, okay, by 5 1/2. You could print a sentiment, 4 sentiments on one sheet of paper in, you know, your quadrant, and then emboss this over your printed sentiment, if you were so inclined. So this one, let's do a little bit of brighter blues. We're gonna pick out the Remember Me and the Clear Skies. I'm losing my domies. Here we go. We're gonna go in with the domed blender. Almost looks like snowballs. Get that nice and blended in there. Bring it out a little. Oh, such a pretty color. That is Clear Skies. And then we're going to reverse this, and we are going to go just on top. Just like so. Look at that. So when I go to stamp my sentiment in there, it's going to be beautiful. Ugh. And if you have a clear shimmer texture paste, you can do like I did with the gold one here, and just pounce some beautiful color on there. And see, and this is already, the paste is dry, my paper is wet from where I picked up, so that's pretty amazing. His paste dried before my paper did. All right. Ooh, I love this. I think I am going to pounce some gold on this, but let me do this one too. We're going to go just the same. We're going to go into the Clear Skies right in the center. Your lighter blue in the center. I lied. I just picked up the dark blue. That's all right. We'll do it in reverse, because that's all right. If you make a mistake, it just means the card wanted to look different. Okay, so we got that. So we'll wipe this off a little bit. Go in for the Clear Skies and drag that across. Just like so. And that will look beautiful as well with a gold foiled sentiment or silver. Ugh. You want to make it a little bit chillier, you can add a little bit of purple. Missed the snowflake. Okay. Whew. Easy peasy. You know how easy that was? How many of these did we just do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 done already. All we got to do is trim and mount them. Whew. So easy. Okay, we're going to put these away for just a second. We're going to grab that purple, okay? Because look, we used some blue. So we're going to scoop up some of that blue. Just like so. Ugh. Just fabulous. Let that dry because it's really soggy right there. Not a big deal. Just let it dry and then I'll be able to run that through a machine. Okay, so now that was, all of these were done because we ran them through the thing and then inked them up. Okay, if you don't want to do that and you want to get it inked, you can reverse it. Okay, I'm gonna rub the color onto the plastic. Okay, can we see that? We just rub that color right on there. Okay, and we want to rub because if you tap, you're gonna get those harsh lines. Okay, so we just want to rub it on there. We still want to mist our paper. Okay, because if we mist the plate, it's gonna change it and make it different. And I'll do that one next. Okay. Now your biggest thing is you want to close this and you want to keep it closed. You don't want to move it. So you hold it closed. Stick that in there. Okay. Run that through. Gently lift, and you get a whole different look. Isn't that insane? Let me pull out the other one. Okay, it's more of a grungy look. This one is ink blending after. This one is inking up the plate. Okay, we inked up the one side. I'm gonna go ahead and mist the plate and mist my paper just a hair. We're gonna close it and send it through again because there's a lot of ink left on there, just like so. Okay, and then we have this new look. Okay, even more different from the first. So this is actually misting the ink. So it allowed it to pull off the paper a little bit better. Not such a harsh line. This one, it looks like it moved a little bit, but doesn't that just look wonderful? And then you hit that with a shimmer spray. Oh, I have a shimmer spray. Let me pull that out. Shimmering Bliss. Oops, I just shook it the wrong way, but okay. So I'm going to hold this over the garbage can and give it a Shimmery Bliss squirt and see how that looks. Ooh, it's so frosty looking. And there is so much shimmer in there. Is very glistening. I like that one. This one I'm not too fond of, mainly because it does look like it shifted, but we can fix that. Oh yes. Let me dry that one over there. Okay, so this we're gonna clean up. Oh, look at the cleanup was so easy. You can do this with any water-based is the best because it cleans up so easy. Okay, if it's water reactive, it's a water-based. Oh, I'm down to my last panel. But for this one, let's fix that up. We're going to see if we can't just change that up a little bit. Oh, that's much better. I like that. Now it looks like it's outlined. Oh yeah. See? Just change it up a little bit to make it so you like it. Cap that. Put that away. All right, so we have the one panel left. So let's do, see, the last one I inked the top. Let's ink the bottom. Okay, this is the emboss side, the raised side. We're gonna ink that up with some reds. And see how it's inking the raised portions. Okay, and again, this will give us a different look. I just saw a hair on here. Give this little guy a haircut. Those little scragglers, if they get out, they will suck the ink right out of your pad. Well, hello, Mr. Simon Hurley. Yes, and you can definitely put a sentiment right over the worst part of your design, and that's so fabulous. Okay, so we've rubbed the ink on the back side of the plate. Okay, I'm gonna give just a gentle mist. Okay, we don't want to saturate the paper. We just want to make it pliable for the embossing folder. We're going to hold this down. We're going to close that, and we don't want to move it. So we want to make sure it sets right on there. And find our invisible plate. You're going to squish that together, and we're going to send her through. Now this is going to be reversed. We're doing a debossed at this point. Oh, it moved quite a bit. I'm saddened. Okay, I did something wrong. That's all right. I will figure it out and do it again. Because it's that easy. I've done this before. This is why I'm kind of a little sad about that. So I'm just going to take some more paper, since apparently I didn't cut enough. Cut her in half. And in half. All right. Let's try this again. I'm just going to cut another sheet just in case. 5 1/2. 4 1/4, and I love this Tim Holtz because the 5 1/2 and the 4 1/4 are highlighted, so you don't even have to look at anything. Just find the dotted line and chop. Okay, oops. We're gonna do this one more time. We're going to mist it. I wonder if that's what I forgot to do. Okay, so we're going to ink her up. Remember, rubbing, because tapping will get harsh lines, but sometimes tapping helps get the ink on there, and then you can just give a gentle rub. We're going to mist the plate. Okay, and then we're going to mist our paper. Flip that over, get that in there, close that, and run her through. Yeah, absolutely right, Sandy. And because this is the opposite side, we can still ink up this side. So it's not even a wasted panel. Okay, that's a little bit better, but not quite what I was going for. I'm going to have to experiment again. I know I was doing... Ooh, that bugs me because I've done this before. What was I using? I think I was using paint. Yes, you can use your brayer and roll paint on these because they are water-based. They will clean up. Ooh, speaking of which, you know what? I bet you this would be lovely in there. Let's grab some of this. See what this does. Get it gooeyed. Well, I should have did it in red. What was I thinking? Like, oh, I need you. I'm gonna goo it up nice and gooey. Let's see what that looks like. But you know what? I bet you this would be super pretty on a pattern paper. So if this works, we're going to have to try it on pattern paper. Okay, we're going to mist the paper. Mist that just in case. Why not? Flip. Oops. Pinch. Stay put. Oh yes, love that lunar paste. So glad I bought the whole set. I just need more now. A black would be good. I needed some black texture for some seeds. Gently peel that out of there. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Oh, how lovely is that? And because this is now debossed, the flower petals are in. They're sunk down into the paper. And we have just, that's so beautiful. I bet you we could even touch it up a little bit. Can be gentle. Do a little pouncy just to fill in that void a little bit. Oh, look at that. Okay, so now we're going to grab some pattern paper and do that again. Put that on my dry rack. Woo-wee. Okay, I did get some lunar paste on my thing, but again, because it's water-based, it cleans up so easy. I think I will clean this up. And I'm not worried if it doesn't come completely clean, because I can take it downstairs and hit it with a scrubber. Because this is just plastic. It ain't going to hurt nothing. Okay. Get most of that cleaned up, though, so that we can grab a piece of ooh, how about some red plaid with some gold? Oh, yes. Pardon me while I chop this down to size. Okay, so sit over there and be happy, paste. Okay. We're gonna chop this down to 4 1/4. 4 1/4. We've got a nice big chunk that we can use later. And then we're gonna go 5 1/2 because we want to cover the whole front of the panel and be able to chop it down to size. Okay, and look, I can do 2, 5 1/2. Woohoo! That out of the way. So this time, instead of stuffing my tool down in there, because I made a gobby mess, no big deal. Okay, if you don't want to make a gobby mess, you can just pull out a little bit with your tool. Tap it on there like so. Okay, and remember we goobed this on nice and thick. Okay. Just so definitely there is a cleaner way to do this. There we go. Oh yes, nice and gooeyed on there. I feel like I need more though. Okay, so nice and gooey on there. We're going to give that a spritz because we spritzed it the last time. Spritz our pattern paper. I think this is going to look lovely. So if you have a lot of pattern paper and you're like, I don't know what to do with it, and if it fits your theme, because remember, you can do this with anything. It doesn't have to be Christmas. It could be summer stuff. Maybe your folder is full of cactus, so you could do green lunar paste for all your cactuses, and then you can put your cactuses on like a cloud background. How fun would that be? Just throw things around. Okay, water bottle, just trying to escape. Okay, let's see. Look at, very pretty. Oh yeah, I'm liking this one. Let's do that again because we can. It's out, and that's the joy, you know. The stuff's already out. You can mass produce these. Have all your little bits cut to size. I'm gonna add more paste than the last time and see how that does. Just goo that on. Okay, gonna mist our paper, mist our platform there. Get this ready. Oops. Okay, set that on there. Close this up. Send it through. Oh, send it on through to the other side. This one's really gooey. So yeah, you can cake it on, you can put it on thin, and you just get this gorgeous texture. Oh, I love it being, you know, in and out right there, and you can still tell that that's a flower. That is just really, really gorgeous. And then you put a beautiful sentiment right across that, a piece of ribbon across that, and the sentiment on the inside. So fabulous. Okay, now I really do need to clean because I've got it all over my hands. Leave it to me to get all messy. I'm going to set these two aside to dry. And because we did a thin application, those will dry fast. And I got lunar paste all over my panels over there. Yay. See, let's do that again because we can. Nope, we're gonna flip it. See how much stuff is left on there. I don't just want to clean it. I mean, we can get another panel out of what was left behind. Why not, right? Oh, that's interesting. Ooh, that's very interesting. And see, with something like this, you could add paint, watercolors to the inside of the flowers. Add that bit of red there. Let me let that one dry, because apparently I have got, what is going on? Pardon me, please. Clean that off. It's insane. I'm like, got this stuff everywhere. Sometimes we just got to take a moment and clean our mess. Track down what's going on. So off camera, apparently, I had a big, huge glob of texture paste right there. So I'm just picking it up with a sheet of paper. Okay, no sense of wasting it. I'm just going to pick it up. Just like so. And so now I've got this shimmer on there like ink smushed. Oh, that's going to be so pretty. I don't like that little dot right there though. Let's smooch that out. There we go. All right. So we'll let that little panel dry and we can add some color and emboss that. And again, cleanup is so easy. That's probably why it did that, so I could show how easy cleanup is. All right. So funny. Okay, so that's the culprit. I had a big old glob on that. See, we just use our little mess and just add it to our other paper. And I use rags to do all of my cleaning. They go in the washer machine all by themselves. I just have a stack of rags. And then every so often I'll wash them. And they wash up just fine. I don't find that they get crusty or anything. And if they ever do, I just chuck them and use, get more towels. Okay, now this guy, like I said, I'm not too worried about it not coming perfectly clean. I'm going to throw it in my bucket of water. Okay. And then I will clean that after. And see, this stuff is all dried on there. Nice squirt. Comes right up. Comes off your tools, easy peasy. Comes off your ink pads. Hello, Cheryl. All right, so now that we've made all of our panels, and again, you can brayer color on. So if you're wanting to do like a rainbow of flowers, you could brayer them, use your gel plate, do your color blending, and then brayer that on. There's so many options. Yep, rags are ink stained and glue spots, and there's nothing wrong with that because it still cleans and it's good. And holy moly, grab my clean and wipe here. See if that helps. I've got this stuff everywhere. Okay. Clean that. Hi, Anna. Well, hello, hello. Watching on the big screen, that's kind of scary. No. All right. So this one we did, and we didn't like it. We were trying to do the debossed side, and that's all right. We flip it over and we can do it. And even though the color has come through, that's nothing to worry about. We're going to grab our red and grab a red blender. I'm gonna grab that red blender and get nice and inky. Ugh, game over. Such a lovely Christmas red. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? And I pushed really hard, okay, and that's how we get the ink into the inside of there. And that doesn't bother me a single bit. You can, if you're using distressed oxides or whatever, you could spurts it, get your little spots, just like so. Look at that. And see, and now you wouldn't know that I'm using the other side of a mistake. Okay, we're gonna grab our lunar paste, and this time we're gonna match some colors. Well, not really. This is bee sting, and we're gonna pounce it right on top. Let's learn from our mistakes and grab a tool. Okay, we're gonna put a little bit of this right on top of that gold, because remember we cleaned that. Okay, and then we're gonna, well, got a little bit too much there. That's all right. Just pounce it, smooth it out. Oh yeah. That was lovely. Pounce that right in there. That game over still shines through. Ugh. And you can see how shimmery beautiful that is. If you don't like the pouncing, you can gently wipe after you've done all your pouncing, and that will smooth out your lines. Ugh, look at that. Oh, I'm digging this. Just add some shimmer right to that. Oh, I like this. I'm liking that. Woohoo! And if you want to get uber fancy, ooh, yeah, you could probably emboss this on a green paper so you have the green background, and then go over it with the red lunar paste. I'm just gonna go ahead and clean these up right here, just like so. Okay. You can bust out your crayons. If you have the water soluble crayons, you can go in and color and then add water. I don't know if I have a color. I have all the browns. Ooh, but I do have gelatos. Hold one moment. So if you have these, okay, these will give a different texture. Okay, super light hand. I don't have to push hard. I just want the color to be picked up off the stick. And the paper and the color are best friends. They like hanging out, so it'll pull off really easy. Don't have to do any work. Okay. And of course, you can do this with a thicker cardstock. I'm using the 65-pound Accent Opaque. And you can see I'm adding water to spurts it and all that stuff. And it's holding up just fine. Okay, no biggie. So we missed it. See what happens. Okay. Maybe we want to actually move the colors around a little bit. So you get your little water brush. Okay. You can be as tedious and detailed as you want. There's no rules to doing this stuff. This makes it very grungy, antique-y looking. I like that. And if you can see, I'm just all over the place, leaving some, oh, I love that, leaving some intact. Then you can go through with a shimmer pen, anything that you want. Simon, if you're still here, Cheryl would like to know if you will be at Stampaway in August. Let's see. All right. So any kind of coloring medium, colored pencils, crayons, gelatos, if you have the distress crayons, any embossing tool. And like I said, it doesn't have to be Christmas. You can mass produce any kind of card with your embossing folder, easy as pie. All right. So we have made, you pick this up and it is just shimmery, fabulous. I love this. Look at, can you guys see that glorious shimmer of the bee sting? Okay, so my hour is up. And I have so wonderfully made, let's get these out. So we have, oh, and see this one with the shimmer spray over the top of it. It really looks pretty. Okay, so how many have we done? We did a lot. These two I'm going to work on Thursday, so those don't really count. I need 10 cards for today. And see, that one and that one will be ready to emboss. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yay! So all I have to do now is trim them and pick some backgrounds for them for the cards and some embellishments. And these will be ready to go. Is anyone interested in seeing how I put together a couple of these cards, or shall we say our parting goodbyes? I like that one. All right. I do appreciate everyone for popping in on a Monday of all days. I will be here tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern as well. We're going to be doing Christmas cards with stencils. And again, if you want to play along, it doesn't have to be Christmas. You can grab whatever stencils you want. And we're just going to mass produce 10 cards. Beverly, thank you for stopping in. Is it the yes please you would like to see how they go together? I would be happy to show you. Okay. Put together. All right, Miss Bonnie. She's still hanging in. Okay, so I'm going to set these two aside for Thursday. I'm going to quickly tidy up. Okay. So we have our cards, and sometimes you're like, okay, I know I want to use embossing folders because it's going to be quick, it's going to be easy, get some stuff done. But after you've done this part, you're like, oh gosh, how do I back them? Well, ooh, oh, please don't do that. I like to pull out my Christmas drawer. Yes, my Christmas drawer. I must go get my stuff gathered for my art group. I'm so jelly. Have fun. Thank you so much for stopping by, Cheryl. I do appreciate it. I need to find an art group around here. Okay, so I pull out my... Ooh, and see, this is what happens. I'll lift my papers and I'll just start thumbing through them. And something will grab my eye. Okay. So, loving this. When I saw that, I saw this. Now, how beautiful is that going to be on some black? And then, I can see a piece of ribbon through there. Let me pull out my ribbons. Maybe. Crash. I'm thinking a little black ribbon. Something sheer or whatnot. Ooh, yeah, see, sometimes it just comes together really quick, and then other times it takes me forever. Ooh, debating over those two now. All right. Whoops. I'm running over everything. My poor swatch sheet. Okay, so we're going to pull out that piece of paper. We're going to chop it down. We're going to take off 4 1/4. 4 1/4. We always want to leave as much paper behind as possible. 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And that is the whole card front. And I'm going to do it again. 5 1/2. Okay. So there's our card front. We have this. Of course, we need to trim her down. Ooh, I almost forgot about you. Ooh. Ooh, you know what? I miscounted. I counted 11. There's 12, 13, 14. 14 panels, because those were off drying. Yeah, okay. All right, so we're going to trim this down. And because I have a little bit to trim on the sides, that will determine what size it's going to be. I'm going to line this right up as close as I can. Now this is my straight edge. I'm going to use that to cut my ends off. Okay, I'm going to flip, because I've cut that end, to trim this side. Doesn't want to slide in there. And I'm just going to take a hair off. Nope, I am not. It wants to be 5. So we're going to go 5. So we're going to take a 1/2 inch off of both sides. So that's 5. And now we have 3 cut edges, and I'm gonna make, it was 4 1/4. We need to take off a half, so we need to go 3/75, 3/4. Look at that. And then that will give us an even bigger plaid border, just like so. If you're using ribbon, you've got 2 options. Okay, ribbon is fun because you can have it go around just the one piece, okay, or have it go around both pieces. And I'm thinking I like it just around this, but I'm also thinking this is really stark. So let's see what it looks like with a piece of this silvery stuff. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Just like that. Just pull your stash, pick colors that match, and go from there. So we're gonna want to be able to fold this over just like so. We're gonna make this the same length, just like so. And I hit up the dollar store for their pipe cleaner. It ties the ends together so well. We're gonna grab our double stick red line tape, red back tape. It's clear tape, but it is super strong, and I love it for fabric and ribbons and stuff that I use in my projects. And you can pretty much get it anywhere. Okay, so there's that. We're going to peel this off just a little bit though, because this stuff is not very forgiving. Okay, so I'm gonna see if it'll work with me. We're gonna peel it back a little, and then we're gonna set this in the middle like so. And then as I'm pulling my fingers down, I'm actually pulling the tape, and that is not straight at all. Let's hope it peels off of this. Oh yay, peels off that shiny stuff really nice. There we go. Okay, and now we're going to do the same thing on the back side of the shiny one. Right up to the edge. Just like so. Ah! Sticking everywhere. And then we're gonna peel this back. And I'm gonna peel this one off all the way. Maybe. There we go. Now for this one, I'm gonna grab the single panel. I'm gonna get it straight looking, okay? And then I'm gonna pull both ends nice and snug. And then I can decide where I want this to go. And if I put it here, then I can put a sentiment just above it. Okay. Just like that. We can flip it over, get our finger on the back side, and pinch. On the back side, and pinch. And now that is all done. We can add our glue. Get those corners. Get some on there. Okay. And then we're gonna eyeball this right into the center, just like so. Grab our card base, add a little bit of glue, and I like the Barely Arts glue because you barely need any of it and it will make everything stick. Now, because this panel covers the whole thing, I can just stack them together like so. And there it is. One card all set and ready to go. Okay. And because we have our plaid out, we can use, see, I'm liking that one with it too. You just go into our stash, ooh, and pull that out. So we're gonna do the same size. We're going to trim off one edge, okay? And this is a little bit crooked, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna line it up with my bumps of that flower right there. And I didn't line that up very well. Let's try again. Okay, so now this is my straight edge. And scooch that in there, cut off as little as possible on this end. Flip it over, because we want our cut edge to stay up there. And then we're gonna do 5, like so. And then we're going to do 3/75. 3/75. Just like so. And then this one, I'm thinking a little black bow would be fun. So we're gonna glue this down. And see, and I've already got all the materials. I've got the ribbon, I've got the paper out, so I can continue to make these, especially if they're all colored the same. You can give a whole gift box of cards that are similar, you know, maybe change the color of the flowers, color the plaid, make them uniformed, okay? Okay, now we're going to grab our double-sided sticky dots, glue dots, okay? Find one, get them up to size, and then we are gonna do a tail. Okay, get on there. So what we're gonna do is, my bow is gonna be this piece that's sticking up. So we're just making a loop, okay? And I want enough to make a tail, okay? So what I'm going to do is get a little bit of my strip tape, just a little bit. And we want that sticking off just a hair. So I'm going to put that there. Peel that side up. Figure out where I want my bow. Thinking down low for the bow. Okay. And then we're going to make a loop. Okay. So what we're going to do is make a loop, and then we're going to glue the other side super close to that, okay? So it's going to look like this. We're going to have this loop sticking out, and then our straight line of ribbon. So we're going to get a little bit of tape going. Not as much as the other side. Okay, we're going to lift our loop and decide how much glue to put down right there. I'm going to peel that back. If you hear some whizzing or weirdness. That is my AC just kicking in. Okay, make sure for the most part they're pretty lined up. Okay, now this is when our glue dot comes in handy. We're going to grab our little dot of glue. We're going to put it at the top of our loop on the inside. Okay, just like so. Maybe we need you to stick there, not to me. Okay, and now don't stick to me, stop it. We're going to push down. We're going to kind of hold everything together and push down in the center. Okay, just like that. And we have a bow, but our bow needs a little bit of bling, which I have. Sure, everybody had bought some of these from some craft store somewhere. Just various sizes of gems. And get ourselves another glue dot. And it's okay if the glue dot is bigger than the gem. That's not okay though. Come here. Because all you're gonna do is push the glue to the center of your gem, so it's not sticking out. There we go. There. And that is our cute little bow. And then you can decide how you want to do your, you can wrap it around. But I'm really thinking, okay, I'm going to snip it off. Then I'm going to cut a little line right down the center. And then I'm going to go from the corner to that center where I just trimmed. And it doesn't have to be perfect, but it does have to cut all the way through in order to let go. There we go. So again, we're going to trim it down just a hair. We're going to cut in a hair. And then from the corner to where we cut. From the corner to our cut line. Not our paper underneath. Okay, there we go. Now we have tagged bow. Same products. Same colors and stuff. We've got the game over there, the game over there. We added a little extra lunar paste onto that one. We have two ribbons, one ribbon with a gem and the same background paper. Isn't that just, I think it's easy, easy peasy. Okay. All right, and then let's do one of these. And now you've got your purples and blues. You can actually, let me make a little room here so you can see my process. I was just flipping through papers again. Okay, so I grab my papers, and as I'm flipping, I'm kind of looking at my paper, and something will come along that might work, but that will not. I like the black with that though. And you can just kind of eyeball and see what might look good with what you have. Definitely need something darker. Ooh, you know, that would be really pretty on mirrored cardstock. And I have that in a different spot. Ooh, I almost forgot. I was going to do a giveaway. Haha. So, for all of you that are still here and hanging out with me, if you are interested, I have 3 dollar store dies. I've used this one. I have my own. Works super great. If you are interested, go ahead and put in the comments that you're interested, and I will draw a name for this, and I'll be sending a couple of Christmas cards so that you can send them out to your friends or use them as inspiration. There we go. Oh, I hate these things. They never want to peel. All right, Beverly, she is interested. Set those there. Okay, I'm going to turn on my heat tool and warm this up to see if I can't get this unstuck. Hold on one moment, please. That was enough. If you warm your stickers, they peel up a little bit easier. And Miss Bonnie Brannick is interested. Woohoo! All right. No. Okay, so we have this coppery gold. Oh, look at that. Oh, I like that. Or do we want this? You know, I've had these paper pads a while. You'd think I'd have used them by now. There we go. I'm interested with the blue swirl card. All right. Ooh, I do like it so much better on that one. And that's all you do. You take your paper, your design to your paper, and you just kind of see what works. Somebody forgot to hit the do not disturb. So, Miss Sandy, the blue swirl. Is this, okay, is this the blue swirl you were wanting? This one, well, that's kind of blue and purple. Or the solid blue. Okay, let me, before I forget, all right, we're gonna do I want the wheel. Enter. Wheel of names. That's the one I want. Hey, it even remembered who I put in there the last time. Choo choo choo. Beverly O. Bonnie B. Sandal. Sorry, Sandy. Sandy. All right. The one I'm making now. Okay, fabulous. So we're gonna pop this off, and these little paper packs, normally I don't buy paper unless it's 12 by 12 because I think you get so much more use out of it, but every now and then something comes along and you're like, ooh, I gotta use that. And this here, this is packaging from something else and I saved it. And look, I could potentially use it, but we're gonna use this one. Use the new stuff. Scooch our more out of the way. All right. Okay, and then we're going to trim. Let's do this one first so we can kind of see what's going on. We're doing 5.5 by 4.25. Okay. Ugh. And then we're doing, this one doesn't really have any bad areas to chop off, so let's do 5.25. Which side do I want to chop? 5.25. We're just going to take off 1/4 just to see what it looks like, because we can always take off more, but we can't put it back on. 5.25. And we're taking off 1/4, so that would be 4. And I'm going to take off this end. Actually, I'm going to take off a little bit on both sides. So 4. And look, I didn't even cut into it. So now, see, it just gives a tiny, whereas this one we cut off 1/2 inch on each side, or on a length and the width, and here we took off 1/4 on the length and the width. Oh, I just love that. That is so pretty. Okay, that one's going just like that. This being that, I think I'm just going to use my double stick tape. And yes, I do have it in multiple widths. I feel that it's best to use what fits the job. And since I'm taping down the whole card panel, extra would be better. You know what I mean? And I think it lasts longer. If you use the skinny to do this, you're going to be using up a lot of skinny. And then we're just going to put one diagonally right in the center, because this stuff is super sticky and it's not going to let it go anywhere. But I did go over right here, and I'm not worried about it, because if you go over, okay, you just take and fold it back just like that. Okay. All right. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. Please come up. Ooh, the red tape. I missed the mark on that so bad. There we go. Come on. Yeah. Whew. All right, let's try that again. There we go. Fabulous. Now, this is where another decision comes in. I am seeing this as a landscape. And remember, I've cut all of my card bases as this. So, A, you go through and you cut one that suits your purpose, or B, you've already done that. just in case, because you never know. And so now I have my card base in landscape, and that will open, and I will send this out. And you can put a sentiment over the top. You can put a sentiment on the inside. I will leave that up to the other person. And nice card. Just add some glue. Whoop, whoop. All right. Just like so. I'm going to stand that up because this covers the whole front. I'm going to line them up just like that. It's a little bit of a wiggle room because my card is just a hair off, and that's all right. So, all right. So, ladies, let's see. I have Beverly, Bonnie, and Sandy in my name picker giveaway for these 3 lovely dies and a card. If you 3 lovely ladies, well, except you, Bonnie, I know where you live, if you would email me at sassy, why do, speak, chat with sassy at gmail.com. Okay. If you 3 ladies would email me your mailing address, because I am going to send you each Christmas cards. And yes, Sandy, this one is going to you. Just because. You guys are so fabulous. Where's my sticky notes? I must have sticky notes. Oh, girlfriends, I just had my sticky notes out, and now that they're gone, I'm gonna cry. What the hey? I just used my sticky note yesterday to make my list. All right. If I could be any more blind. Ah, Sandy. All right. That one is going to Miss Sandy. And I need Miss Bonnie and Miss Beverly to kind of give me an idea, or if you want to be surprised, I will send you a card. And I am going to hit the wheel of names. Okay, I'm going to pop you guys out of the camera thingy. If you guys get turned around, I'm sorry. So, click to spin. We see Beverly, Bonnie, and Sandy in there. We're spinning and spinning. And Bonnie, da -na 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 -na. Bonnie, na -na 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 -na. Miss Bonnie, I will be sending you these 3 lovely dollar store dies. How exciting! And then these 2, they do edging. This one, I bet you could do edging too, but they're like little rainbows or something. And that one's super cute. All right. Surprise me. All right, so Miss Bonnie will be getting a Christmas card as a surprise. Sandy is getting her beautiful blue and purple card in the mail. And Miss Beverly, if you would email me, I will send you a card as well. And she does want to be surprised. All right. I will be mailing these on Wednesday when I get to the post office. I have to make myself a note. And then Beverly, just Terreich. And on top of that, when you guys send me your mailing address, I'll send you another Christmas card at Christmas time. Woohoo! How fun would that be? Oops, what's going on there? I haven't lost you guys, did I? All right. So, I will be making up more cards. So, Miss Bonnie and Beverly, you may be getting one of these lovely card panels with some sort of backing. Okay. And I want to thank you all for showing up so much. Even if you're catching the replay, I do so appreciate it. It helps my channel greatly. Be sure to make sure your bell is turned on to all notifications so you don't miss any lives or video postings. I am going to be here tomorrow at the same time at 2 p.m. Eastern. We will be using stencils to make Christmas cards because I got to get them caught up. And then I will be back again Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern for my regular crafting session. Not Christmas cards. Whoop, whoop. So thank you all so much. And thank you, ladies, for entering in the giveaway. I'm super excited to send these to Bonnie. Who would have thought? Send this to my bestie. Thanks, ladies. I hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.